Everybody, even remotely connected to physics, knows something's wrong. It's confused, it's disjointed, it conflicts with itself. There is a problem. The question that needs to be answered is, how do you solve the problem? Do you continue ahead on the path that we're on, trusting that Einstein's theory of relativity and quantum physics is the answer and you can find a little tweak later? Or do you have to go back to the core and fix it there? We've learned a lot over the last 100 years. We have piles and piles and piles of theories that were put in place to basically put fingers in the dike of a failing model. It's not unlike what happened back in 1650, when telescope technology began to advance to a point where people outside of the mainstream scientists, outside of the Catholic Church, could observe the orbits of planets. All of the mainstream scientists, the best and the brightest, back in 1650, learned that the Earth is the center of the universe. That was an unimpeachable fact. So they start coming in with all of these really bizarre observations about the movements of planets. The Church tossed it over to the mathematicians and said, make sense of this. And they ended up with this incredibly confused model with the Earth at the center, the sun doing retro orbits and the moon's doing retro orbits and things reversing in orbit. Brilliant mathematical work. Finally, the Church relented and let them put the sun in the center of the universe, and voila, you've got this really clean model that we use today. Same thing's happening today. All these guys learned these things in grade school. They never made it into the physics establishment unless they drank the Kool-Aid, unless they bought into the Church of Einstein. Those things are no longer debatable. If the answer to the problem conflicts with what they believe to be a fact, they can't get there. It's not a self-correcting system.